Hi everyone, this is Ashley with CT Unit Digitals. I am going to do a tutorial to show you how to use my smoke letter overlays in Photoshop. These ones are pretty straightforward, pretty simple. I have opened the image that I want to use already in Photoshop. I opened one of the overlays in Photoshop already, and you can absolutely just copy and paste this into your image by just going to select all, edit, copy, and edit and paste into your image. I'm going to go ahead and resize that. And then you want to change the blending mode from normal to screen. That is the most important part, the biggest question I get. Sometimes people think you have to remove all the black. You do not. You just have to change the blending mode. So that is one way to do it. But I am wanting to spell out a word. I'm actually just going to write or put word in there. So I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to use Place Embedded to add them a little bit quicker. So I'm going to go up to File and Place Embedded, and then you want to navigate to the folder on your PC wherever your overlays are saved. I'm going to go ahead and click. Okay, and then I'm going to change the blending mode to screen. I'm not going to worry too much about placement because I want to get them all in here first. Go up to File and Place Embedded again. And you want to do this until you get your word spelled out here. Okay, and one more. D. My computer's like really loud right now. Hopefully that's not transferring over to the tutorial. Screen again. Okay, so now I'm going to use my move tool and kind of grab these and put them where I want them. Actually, I'm going to bring that down some. Bring this up a little bit. I do want it covering his face just a little. Make that one a little bit smaller. You can play around obviously with how you want it. So I have all the letters in there. Excuse me, I'm going to go to Place Embedded again. I have all the letters in here for the alphabet. I have, excuse me, 0 to 9, so you can create whatever number you want to. Obviously you can use any number as many times as you need to. And then I have some exclamations and some other characters up here that are more popular, and then I also have some wisps down here already, so if you're wanting the smoke to come from something, I have a selection of different ones here depending on which one you want to use. You might have to play around with them to see which one looks best. I think this one looks pretty good. I would probably want that like in his hand, so I would need to move. I'm actually going to move these like maybe up here. No, I don't know. Maybe make it a little bit smaller. And then if you need to remove any part of any of them, like a part of the wisp or something, you can always just create a layer mask and use a black brush. I always use a soft black brush at 100% opacity, and then you can kind of brush off a little bit of that smoke if you don't want all of it to show. Another thing you can do if you want the smoke to be a different color for any reason, let me come down to my W here. So now if you have the word exactly how you want it and you don't want to move the characters around individually anymore, you can highlight them all. I just hold Control or Command if you are on Mac on my keyboard and select all of them, and then you can right click and merge layers. You're going to have to change the blending mode again back to screen, but then you can change the color of all of them at once if you want. And you can just do that by going up to your adjustments, adding a hue saturation layer, and then pressing this clipping mask right here so that it only applies to your smoke letters and not your background. And then if you click colorize right here, and then it's going to automatically change it to a color, but then you can slide the hue slider to make it whatever color you want, and then you can change the saturation to make it more saturated color, which that looks really cool if you wanted to make it like red or something. If you wanted to do different colors, I would go back and before you merge the layers, and you can add like a hue saturation layer to each one. Make sure you create that clipping mask so it's only applying to the letter that you're trying to change. And then you could make every one like a different color. So go up to this one, another hue saturation, another clipping mask just to apply to that one, colorize, and then you can play around with it that way. You can do the same thing to the wisp. That's it. It's pretty easy. I thought these were pretty cool overlays to add to the shop. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. If you are a studio photographer, I would love for you to join my group on Facebook. I'll link it in the description. If you're wanting more free videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to be notified when I add more.